Hi, I'm Hannah. I want to make videos about all of the different brands of indie shadows that I have in my collection. I already made a video about Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and I started looking at my Looxi shadows, and I have a lot of them. And the thing with them is, I feel like I could make a useful resource when it comes to them because a lot of Looxi shadows are very inconsistent. The good news is that they're $3, so I kind of feel personally that I don't mind if some of them are throwaways because it's still cheap enough. But as I was starting to think about making that video, I realized that I have a lot of newer collections that I don't know that well. And because I want that video to be more informational, I don't want that to be a place for discovery. I kind of want to experience these shadows and have some kind of feeling about the quality and the performance of them before I make that video. So because of that, I wanted today to swatch the 6 shadows I picked up from their Halloween Treats collection that launched on October 30th. I don't think they ever said if these collections are limited edition or not, but in my experience, they don't restock. But either way, I thought that maybe you have these shadows and you're trying to do that kind of discovery also, or it'll just be interesting to see which percentage of these shadows are good and what you could expect ordering from them in the future. Because when they launch these, they usually announce it the day before. There aren't any swatches other than the picture that they include on their website, which always seems to be way more like shifty and duochromatic than what you expect. And, you know, sometimes the shadows from them are awesome and I can't believe they're $3, and sometimes they're just kind of disappointing. So I'm going to swatch on my eyes for these 6 shadows today and try to kind of get a feel of what's good, what's trash. Maybe all of them are good, maybe all of them are trash. I'm not sure. This shade is Hocus Pocus. This looks like a deep purple shimmer. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand first. So that's Hocus Pocus. It does feel like kind of like a sheer eyeshadow, which isn't my favorite. And I don't like how it's definitely kind of like gray underneath it. So let's see. I don't have any primer on my eyelids or anything. I kind of figured I'm wiping it right off anyway. So my initial impression of the shadow is that it's pretty damn weak. It really felt very like sheer going on. It doesn't look particularly shimmery. I'm kind of deciding if I want to declutter shadows today or wait until I make that video, but I do kind of feel like this shadow is a waste of my time. Why would I have this cluttering up my collection and potentially I'm using this and not using other shadows I have that are so good? So yeah, I'm gonna declutter this one. Hocus Pocus. The next one I'm gonna swatch is the shade Joker. This one looks very gray, kind of like gray taupe, which again, isn't always my favorite kind of shadow. I wish I could pop on the screen. I might have a screenshot from when they released with the swatches on the website, but it won't have the exact names on them. And I'm pretty sure the pages don't exist on their site anymore, so I can't tell you exactly what's what. But I'll try to pop that on the screen to show you how they presented these swatches. Because for this collection, I didn't buy all of them. I chose the 6 that seemed the most unique and special to me. So I think it says something that like, I bought this thinking it was going to be really cool, and it just looks like a taupe eyeshadow. This one does feel a little bit more flaky when I swatch it. It looks kind of sheer and weak also. You can tell for that one, it does have more reflect. It looks very deep sometimes and very like more shimmery when it catches the light. It definitely has some like red and gray in there. I guess I did get concealer on my eyelids. I do think it's a little bit more special of a shade than this one is, but it's still pretty weak, and I can't imagine what situation I'm going to be pulling this out and wearing it in. I kind of want to declutter this one also. I don't know, I think for this one at least I'm going to wait until the next video. I might want to try to like compare it against something else first. Compare it against like another taupe shadow I know I have from them, but not very impressed. Okay, I didn't really put more product on my lid, but I did kind of dab over them with my foundation brush. just to kind of even it out a little bit. And hopefully some of these next shadows will be a little bit less disappointing. So this next one is called Jelly. It looks like a really pretty blue shimmer with a purple base. And this one feels more flaky, but I've been duped before. Okay, that one looks really pretty actually. Yeah, it looks like kind of like a burgundy eggplant base and blue shimmer. Wow, okay, I'm excited now. I told you some of their shadows can be really good. Okay, obviously these swatches are super messy for dramatic effect, but that's so pretty. Okay, you know what? I actually am going to declutter Joker that I last swatched, because I'm remembering from looking at this that I have such pretty shadows. Why do I need to clutter up my collection with things that I know aren't that special? So Joker is going by. But wow, this one, Jelly, I'm so excited about this. That's so pretty. Okay, so the final three I have look more like gold bronzy. Just looking at them in the pan, they do look like they're going to be like flakier. So this one is Adorbzy. Adorbzy. Adorbzy looks like it's like a bronze and yellow gold shimmer on top of more of like a burgundy brown base. I need to stop saying this, but it does kind of feel more flaky also, which is what I want. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's so pretty. I feel like this shade looks like it's like a super layered look. Like it looks like you have a red base down with a gold shimmer on top of it. This shade actually is so unique. Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised that these aren't all going to be disappointments. These two are both awesome. Again, it's Jelly and Adorbzy. I'm realizing I forgot to do a hand swatch of Adorbzy, so I'm just gonna do that really quick. And that's that one right there. I feel like I'm learning that I have these two gorgeous shadows in my collection and I just didn't even know. And I'm pretty excited about my final two also. This one is Starburst. It just looks like a almost green leaning gold. We'll do our little finger swatch. It does feel like it has more of a sheer base than these other two, but it feels like it has the sparkle of them and not like the total sheerness of these two. Wow, even looking at that reflect. So pretty, so excited. Wow. Yeah, so exactly like I thought. I'm not as excited about it because it doesn't feel as special by not having like a contrasting base and shimmer, but it's still so bold and so pretty, and I could totally see myself using this when I want to add a gold to my look. Really nice quality. Again, this one is Starburst. So the final one I have from this Halloween Treats collection is the shade Honey Pot. Looks like kind of like a copper leaning bronze. Feels really nice. Wow. That one looks like a honeycomb. Wow, that's so pretty. I love that it's like definitely more of like a bronze base, and then it has that super yellowy copper shimmer to it. Let's pop that on the eye. Wow, that's so rich. Oh my god, look how incredible that is. Wow. I'm not always the biggest kind of like neutral lover, but this is such a fun neutral. I feel like even for me, it's the perfect kind of shadow for like a night out. Not like I'm doing that much nowadays anyway, but it is kind of more neutral without being boring. It's a very sexy shade. I'm actually super happy with how this turned out. I decluttered 2 shades and I'm keeping and so excited about 4 of them. I did some quick calculations because this is kind of how I justify buying from Looxi, especially in these limited time collections that I think I forgot to mention also that they sell out really quickly. They take a while to ship. For example, this collection, they announced it on October 29th. I just checked my emails for this information. I got my confirmation email 7 minutes after it was released, and then it shipped on November 12th. So almost 2 weeks later, I got it on November 18th. And I know these collections sell out within minutes of dropping. So there isn't really the option to wait and see swatches from people before you buy it. But because of the low cost, I think it's not all that bad. So without counting shipping costs, these 6 shadows were $3 each. So I paid $18 for them. And then I decluttered 2. So you divide that 18 by the 4 I ended up keeping, and they were $4.50 each. And I think for $4.50 each, these are worth it. You know what I mean? If these were much more expensive shadows and it was a gamble, I would not see myself continuing to purchase from them. But for such a low cost, and in this case, 2/3 of them were super successful, I'm not too upset about it. So I am excited to swatch my other collections. I have the Butterfly Kisses collection, which I am a little bit more familiar with, and I know some of those shadows are absolutely amazing. I also have the Winter collection. I can't remember the cute little name for it, but I have all of that. And then I just ordered their most recent collection that dropped like a week ago, and that one hasn't shipped yet, but I definitely will be swatching all of them when they come, and I'm really excited for that, especially seeing that 2/3 of these were successful. Because I find that it's easy to like swatch one, like those 2 that I decluttered, and feel disappointed in the collection. But if you put in the work and really test them out and are okay getting rid of the ones that don't work, it can be really satisfying. So I know this video is probably really short and sweet. If you liked it, if you want to see my other Looxi shadows and my other upcoming indie breakdowns, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. And that's everything for today. Bye.